One of the wonderful experiences that you have to take advantage of when you're in Niagara is at Triggs. They have a wonderful amphitheater here where they offer an incredible concert series, all Canadian talent, all summer, amazing food, wine, nothing better. The crickets in the background, stars in the sky, amazing wine and food, and a couple of your great friends and artists like Joel Plaskett, and your evening is set. Earlier tonight I had the opportunity to sit down with Canadian artist Joel Plaskett and his band The Emergency. They're going to be traveling across Canada, and they took a couple minutes out just before they got on stage at the amphitheater to let us know what it means to play here at Triggs. So Joel, this is the last gig you have tonight, Twilight in the Vineyard here at Triggs on your way home to Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Yep. You must be elated, you must be looking forward to homecoming and a busy fall.
Yeah, well, the fall's going to be, I'm not too busy. I've got some Frosh Week gigs, but this is kind of the last night of the summer in some regards here. You know, I've been touring a lot out west, going here and there all over the place. And I've been looking forward to this one for a while because I played here last year at Rootstock on a song circle, night of song with Stephen Page and Sarah Slean, Huxley Workman and myself. Really, really, really fun. So when I knew that we had gotten booked back, you know, when I got booked back for my own show, this has been on the calendar for a while. I'm excited about it.
Well, it's a perfect venue. Honestly, it doesn't get much better than this. Unique, intimate surroundings, 500 guests. What's it feel like to be up on that stage?
Well, it's great. It's a really easy stage to play from what I had last. It's kind of casual, but really well curated, you know, in terms of the programming. I think is exclusively Canadian, which is really cool. It works well for me because I get a gig. And also just, you know, the fact that it's this kind of terraced amphitheater built into the side of the hill. It's just a really, it's kind of unique. I haven't encountered any other place like it in Canada or the United States, having toured for years, and so I think it's kind of remarkable to have, and also playing outdoors at night in the summer is pretty much my favorite thing to do, you know, and so this is kind of, you get the best of both worlds here.
It's about as good as it gets.
It is. It's a real like feather in my cap to be able to suddenly kind of step into venues like this over the past couple of years. To get an invite here is really cool because it's not something that was happening for me 5 or 10 years ago.
So you're going to be playing some stuff from 3 tonight, I would imagine. Any new songwriting that you might try out tonight for our audience?
Yes, I have. I've got new songs, working on a new record for the new year. It's going to come out in the spring of next year, so we're probably going to play 1 or 2 of those songs tonight. Again, I never really totally know where the show's going to go. The audience I always try and look out and see who's here beforehand, and then, you know, sometimes people yell stuff and that changes the set list here and there. If people are screaming requests and stuff, if we can remember them. There's a lot of songs now, so we've you know, we do our best.
And the wonderful wine.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
I had an opportunity to sit down with Del Rollo, National Hospitality Director at Triggs Niagara. It was a wonderful insight into what they do here at Triggs Niagara with the Amphitheater Concert Series. So Del, here we are sitting in the amphitheater a couple hours before the show. In 4 hours from now, we're going to have 500 guests and experiencing something that many of them probably haven't seen before. So tell me what the night's going to look like.
Well, the amphitheater evenings are magical, Kimberly. We have 500 people, but it really starts before the show. We have everybody dining at the winery, and they're having, whether it's picnics or all the way down to fine dining, and then they all arrive here around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and this place just fills, and it gets a bit louder, and then I go on stage and I welcome the artists on, and then it's just magical. You've got, you know, stars in the sky, you have beautiful Canadian music playing, and it's just one of those magical experiences, and the artists love it, and the performers love it, and of course we at Triggs adore it.
Now 10 years ago, this was but a notion. And here we are now. It has 100 shows under your belt. It's one of the most magical places you can be in wine country. And Jackson Triggs, the winery itself, is a big part of the experience. So what are we going to expect as far as wine and music tonight? Is it something special?
Yes, we never know exactly what's going to happen every single show, because the artist, if the artist has been here before, then they sort of know what's going on. If it's an artist that is coming in and it's their first time, they sort of come thinking, oh well, it's a corporate gig, and then they get here and go, wow, this place is awesome. And so it's going to be one of those evenings where it's interactive. The performer on stage, Joel, this evening is going to be talking back and forth with the audience. The audience is going to be making requests. There's going to be lots of wine and some great food being consumed, and it's just going to be one of those magical evenings, and you just never know. We've had people who've been proposed to in the middle of a show. We had, I remember Jesse Cook back a few years ago. He walked up in the middle of the audience with his guitar unplugged and serenaded his new bride that he had just married 2 weeks before in Spain.
Oh,
and it was just so quiet, and there's crickets and fireflies and all these things, and all the women in the crowd were just swooning because he was doing his thing, and all the men were like, man, I can't do that. But it was just one of those magical moments. So you just don't know, but I can tell you they're always amazing experiences.
Now the building, Jackson Triggs, I mean, that's an architectural wonder for Niagara. It's been awarded numerous times. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the winery was fun. We literally were the first modern winery in Niagara, one of the first modern buildings. And in Niagara-on-the-Lake, as a historic town, it actually it was a challenge to get a modern building built back in 2000, but we've built this, and it really, KPMB, our architects, did a brilliant job of having it blend into the Niagara landscape. So it's a modern day barn, and we've won a lot of green building awards, and we represented Canada in the Green Building Challenge in Oslo. But what's neat is this is inspired, I think, modern architecture for wineries all over Niagara now. You look at Stratus next door, beautiful architectural building, LEED certified. You've got Southbrook down the road, Taw's Winery, all these wineries that are just fantastic buildings. And I'd like to think that we sort of were a stepping stone for modern architecture to sort of lead the way.
Well, Del, you're a really busy guy, and I know that you've got 500 people that are going to be here for dinner, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you for spending time with me tonight, and enjoy yourself. Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, Kimberly.
One of the cool things about the concert series is the culinary options that you offer. And right now we're going to be partaking in the picnic lunch.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So we do kind of two options, two picnic box options, both at $25 and $15 price points. So the first one we've got is beautiful Cini de Pepe salad, so a little pasta salad, a little red wine vinaigrette, some beautiful St. David's vegetables that we just roasted gently, a little bit of red wine potato salad. You get some beautiful steak on top of that. We've got an heirloom tomato salad with some Ontario buffalo mozzarella. So just kind of really showcasing the bounty of Niagara, but simple, right?
And then we're also moving into a barrel dinner. You're taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to talk about this right now.
No, absolutely. So this is one of many culinary options that we do offer at Jackson Triggs. We do a 4-course barrel cellar dinner before the concert, so that's a real quintessential experience here at Jackson Triggs, right? You get to be amongst the barrels. You get a great meal. You get VIP seating out in the tent. It's just phenomenal, right? You've got a glass of wine in your hand. The sun's going down. You're watching a concert. What could be better?
So here we are in the marquee tent just before the concert series begins. And just to show you the reach of an event like this, we have Mark from Vancouver, we have Isabella from Mexico, who are now both living in Toronto and are experiencing the concert series for the first time tonight. So what are your expectations tonight, Mark?
Actually, my expectations have already been blown, because when I arrived here I knew it was going to be nice, but I was not expecting this level of nice. It's gorgeous. It's an amazing event.
Just wait until the stars come out and Joel Plaskett comes on stage. What are you expecting tonight, Isabella?
I'm just expecting to have a wonderful time, lots of wine, and maybe some dancing.
Please join us at the Jackson Triggs Niagara Amphitheatre Concert Series. No better way to spend a summer night than here in Niagara.